morning. Welcome to the weekly E3 market report. Exports have just come out. We're going to go to those right now. Looking at cotton, very large number, 340,200 running bales, up 50% from the previous week, up noticeably from the 4-week average. China took 199,000 running bales. Vietnam took 45,800 running bales. Taiwan took 20,300 running bales. The market was up 36 just before this report. Right now, a little over a minute after the report, we're up 49. So we have firmed up some from this number. We'll watch it here to see if it continues to move higher. Let's look and see next for soybeans. Soybean, another big number, 2,008,500 metric tons. That's up 42% from the previous week and 30% from the 4-week average. China took 2,118,300 metric tons. The Netherlands took 184,100 metric tons. Spain took 115,300 metric tons. Now, soybeans were up 4.25 before the report. Right now, soybeans are up 5.25. Looking at corn, 1,023,000 metric tons, up 17% from the previous week, but down 8% from the 4-week average. Unknown destinations led this thing, taking 226,600 metric tons. Colombia took 197,100 metric tons. Peru took 114,000 metric tons. Corn was up 1/4 cent before the report. Right now, corn is unchanged, so no real reaction there. Looking next at wheat, 513,800 metric tons. That is up 5% from the previous week and up 3% from the 4-week average. Increases were reported from Mexico at 98,000 metric tons, Japan at 80,400 metric tons, South Korea at 80,000 metric tons. The wheat market was up 3/4 cent just before the report. Right now, the wheat market is up 1/4 cent. Looking at the crop progress report that came out Monday for the previous week, cotton, good to excellent, was down a small amount, 1%. It was at 47% versus a previous week of 48%. Harvested at 30%. And the average for this time of the year is 27%, so slightly ahead of average. Soybeans, good to excellent, 74%. That's unchanged. Harvested, 62% of the bean crop is harvested this time of the year. Normally, the average is 63%. Corn, good to excellent, 74% versus 73% the previous week. Harvested, 46%. The average this time of the year is 49%. Wheat, 72% of winter wheat is planted. The average, the previous week, it was 59%, so making good progress there. And that crop is 47% emerged. Previous week, it was at 45%. So that's it there. Just a few comments about these markets. And I'll tell you, this is a little surprising. The cotton market is now up 18. We were up 36. We got a very big number. We're up 18. That's really a surprise that we could not get more follow-through substantially higher. So there's some feeling that we're running in as we're getting into harvest now. Like I said, 30% harvested last week. As we're getting into harvest, especially with better yields coming out of Texas, there's going to be some hedge pressure coming into this market and commercial selling on this rally. The speculators are already heavily long and look to continue to get long. At some point, that's going to run out of momentum. The seasonal tendency in cotton normally is to move down from mid-October until mid-November, between mid-November and the 1st of December. In that range, in that period is when the low of the year normally comes in. Is this a normal year? Well, that's yet to be seen. Things with the election year, with everything going on, I'm not sure, but it looks to be on schedule to be normal and to see this market possibly losing some ground. Talking about the grains, I would sum up this about corn and soybeans. This is a big crop being met with big demand. That doesn't always happen. Matter of fact, it's rare. And what that typically means is a market that has a limit to the upside because you're in harvest, and it's a big crop. That puts pressure on the market. On the other hand, you look at these exports, and they're very big. The bean numbers were outstanding, and it's been that way. So you've got big demand. So you've got a market that for now is digesting this crop, which means it's going to go up, look good, then it's going to fall back off. And until we can get on through harvest, this market action should continue, this up and down. But the up and down in soybeans could be 60 or 70 cents. But that's what appears to be going on in the grain market. And the seasonal for corn and soybeans is behind us now. What we're looking at now is a market that could sell off some for sure, but not a substantial sell-off that probably will make new lows. So that's really it for today. Let's look one more time at the markets. Cotton's up 27. When this report, just before the report came out, it was up 36. It did rally for about 15 points and then came right back off. Soybeans were up 4 1/4. Right now, soybeans are up 5. We've got corn. Corn was up just before the report, up 1/4. Right now, corn's up 1/2. Wheat was up 3/4 just before the report. Right now, wheat's up 1/4. So pretty underwhelming reaction so far in the grains and the cotton. We've stalled some, but this could have a delayed reaction. We still could see some attempt to push this cotton market up. That's it. Thanks for being with us for the E3 Weekly Market Report, and we'll see you later. Thank you.